My name is Riley Van Turnout. I'm joined here in the commentary box with Jack Keddy, and we are live here from the New Zealand Secondary Schools Ultimate Championships in beautiful Taupo. How are we doing today, Jack?
Oh, yeah, mate. Pretty solid. It's a beautiful day, very still conditions, bit foggy, but other than that, lovely.
We are getting ready to bring you Katikati College versus Auckland Grammar School from Auckland. Semi-final matchup here in the Opens division. What are we looking for here today, Jack?
I imagine Grammar will be looking for some just clean, non-pretty ultimate, just standard, boring ultimate as they like to call it.
Indeed.
Katikati will be looking for the deep, long shots, flashy stuff.
Indeed. Now, you might not recognise our voices. We're actually filling in for the voice of New Zealand Ultimate, Blair Munro. Hope you are doing better soon, Blair. Hope to hear you on the live stream soon. Now, we should be a couple minutes away from game on. You will have Auckland Grammar here in the blue and Katikati in the green. As you can see up, we've got our schedule. Following this game, we'll have a short break, followed by Hutt Valley High School girls team taking on Selwyn College. And depending on how it comes out in the wash, we will have some grand final action coming for you later this afternoon. Now, Auckland Grammar have had a somewhat rocky road in this tournament. Compared to their normal dominance through secondary schools nationals, they actually had a loss in pool play, finding themselves not in the top seed, losing to the Hutt Valley High boys team. So we will see how that shakes them mentally, whether that has had an effect on their normal dominance. Katikati boys, they have had a hard battle. They were in the pool of death, Pool C at this tournament, with some hard games against Westlake and against Hillcrest College. Two really tight games, only separated by 2 points each game. So they've had a hard slog to get here. But I'll talk to their coach, Peter Beasley. He said his boys are ready for it, confident as hell, and they reckon they can take it to Auckland Grammar.
Yesterday afternoon, they actually beat Grammar boys in a pool play game again.
Rules of the game here up on the screen. You have, here at Schools Nationals, we have matches to 50 minutes or once a team scores 15 points. At 50 minutes of game time, there will be a horn sounded, which is known as soft cap. We will score a point, and whichever team is leading at that point, we'll add one to their score, and that will be our set score to play to. Unlike other games like basketball or soccer, there's no such thing as running out the clock in Frisbee, which is awesome. You have to score the final point to win the game.
Both teams taking the field.
They're not on the field, they're on the side.
Final mental preparations happening here for the two teams. Auckland Grammar obviously been here before, but Katikati being the only second nationals, they must be fizzing to get out there. So there in the white, the coach, Warren Buckingham, under-20s boys coach. Got a great rapport for these kids. Really gets them to play, as Jack said earlier, boring ultimate. Bet you saying, no hammers here, boys. We're going to swing this disc around nice and easy. So, Jack, who do you think some key players are here for the Katikati teams?
Katikati, we've got number 14, Sean Nicholson, and number 18, Daniel Nicholson, as well as number 6 and number 9. Number 6 is Ayrton Hodson, and number 9 is Luke Spur. You'll see Ayrton behind with the disc a lot of the time as their main central handler, and Sean and Daniel and Luke downfield.
Now, I was having a chat with Mr. Hayes, number 2 of Auckland Grammar School. He seemed very confident. Told me to give him a shout out and go wild when he gets a layout block. So, fingers crossed, Mr. Hayes. You'll be getting one, and I'll be going wild. Nearly set here to pull. We've got Auckland Grammar from the right side, pulling to Katikati on the left. Wind conditions are absolutely still perfect for Ultimate. And here we go.
Nice pull. Fielded by Ayrton. Straight to Sean. Back to... Oh.
Oh no, turn. Let's see if Auckland Grammar can punch us in here. And that is a break. First point of the game, a break for Auckland Grammar. Explain to us the significance of what a break is, Jack.
When one team has been pulled to, they start on offense. The team that has received the starts on offense, and if the team that pulled gets a turn or the disc goes to the ground, they are then on offense and then have to try and score, and that puts you up 1 to start.
It is said in Ultimate that you need to hold your holds, and unfortunately that did not happen there. A break is probably one of the more crushing things to happen in Ultimate, and it's probably one of the more invigorating things when you get a break. So let's see if Auckland Grammar can continue this momentum here.
A bricked pull, when the pull goes out on the full, it can be brought to the brick mark, which is just up from the end zone line. X on the ground there, if you can see it.
Nicholson bringing in the disc, moves it to Etten. Looks zony here from Auckland Grammar.
That's Luke. Looking off to Ayrton.
You can see here number 2, Hayes chasing the disc. Working really hard. Oh, when it hammers up. Nice take.
Lovely grab. Nice through pass. Here, Grammar's playing a zone, which is used to take away space rather than marking the player.
And a deep hammer. Turn.
Blocked by Grammar.
You can see from that slide there from Nicholson that there's a lot of dew on the ground. Maybe potentially the moisture on the disc not helping the hammer throw there. And a big block from Sean Nicholson, getting that disc back for the Katikati boys.
Number 9, Luke Spur picking up.
Oh, huge block.
Big hand block.
Through the middle there.
Luke with the disc to Ayrton. There's number 16, Eli, sitting deep in the zone. Faking that hammer. Maybe a bit more cautious. Doing it in. Oh, no. Perfect.
And you can see the 5 ground players all very close together, and that is a huge bid.
Great bid. Injury called. He's going to sub out with another Eggs player. That is a massive bid.
We have Davidson coming on for the injured player here. Huge bid from Craddock there.
Miles Hutchison with a disc to Jacob Woodward. Sean picking up. Swing to Ayrton. Looks like match defense from Ags.
Eggs do a good job of pushing them backwards. You know what they say in the business, Jack? Backwards is good.
I have heard that.
Oh. That's it over there. This Ags pressure is really doing Katikati problems, isn't it?
Yeah. Ags are just sticking really tight to their man, stopping all the undershots from going.
It's some good defense here from the Katikati boys.
Very good defense, pushing them back. Nice grab
They're
from
in what we
the
call
team.
Callahan country. A Callahan is when you are on defence and you catch the disc in your opponent's end zone, scoring a point.
Lots of pressure here.
Ooh.
Bailout throw. Big
And
shot
big
goes
shot
up.
coming.
Ooh, nice grab.
The Graham boys need a hustle to get down there now. Good.
13 Fleming. Back to Woodward. Hutchison. Went a bit too far at the back. Katikati boys with another chance.
A lovely deep rip there. Unfortunately, Graham can't convert here. But they are making this Katikati O-line work. The strength in this Katikati team is definitely in their top half, whereas Auckland Grammar are more of a machine-like team where they have depth and they can roll through those subs.
Big shot going up. Lovely shot. Nice cut. Nice push pass.
And we are tied at ones, people.
Katikati convert.
Luke Spur with the grab.
That is a beautiful shot. Beautiful roll curve.
That is a dirty high release push pass. I think Warren will be preaching that was a good point for his lads.
I think Katikati is stoked to put that in. Ball goes up. Slings. Fleming to Woodward. Back to Fleming. Bit of pressure. Hayes with the disc. Swing to Hutchison. That's a round shot. Hutchison back with the disc. To Hayes.
This is the type of boring ultimate that Warren would love to see, other than that high release backhand. Well done to reel that one in.
Lots of pressure on these unders from the Katikati boys. Big pressure on that swing pass from Eaton. Good break up the middle from Fleming. Nice bid on the mark and an up.
Oh,
floaty
beautiful.
backhand. Way to float around the defense. Beautiful throw.
Look, Jack, you know what they say, mate? That was good defence, but just better offence, you know?
Yeah, I've heard them say that a couple of times.
Good offence will beat good defence every time, and especially in these beautiful conditions here at Owen Dining Park. You can see the Caltex flags there barely rippling in the background.
With not much wind, it makes defense a lot harder because you've got more options in terms of throws. So there's a lot more running involved.
A few more angles that you're able to throw the disc at where it's not going to be as affected by it. Which I think almost favours the Katikati boys, as Warren is very into his flat throws, leaving less error for his boys.
Nice take on the pull.
Now, in Schools Ultimate, there is a few different rules in place. As you can see on the sideline, the Auckland Grammar boys are standing at halfway, same with the Katikati boys on the other sideline. That is so if they are wanting to sub midway through a point, they can come to the halfway point and tag off for another team member. Compared to regular Ultimate, there is no subs during a point unless there's an injury.
Number 6, Ayrton with the disc. Swing to Sean.
Nice pick up.
Nice grab. Sean with the disc. Swing back to Luke. To Ayrton.
Man left open there by Graham with the pressure release for just a second.
Nice float out into space. Pressure, foul called.
I think that's going to be uncontested.
Uncontested foul. Luke with the disc. Nice cut up the line from Sean. Back to Ayrton.
Moved back up to Nicholson again. Katikati boys completing a lot of passes at this point. And here we go.
Nice
Beautiful shot.
floaty backhand over the top.
Is that the twin connection? Daniel to Sean, I believe.
Eggs had some nice pressure. A couple almost run through Ds there.
Beautiful throw out in space there, though.
Stunning.
Couple shout outs here. I want to thank Caltex New Zealand for sponsoring this event. Shout out to the boys down on the field from Stream Shop. You've done an awesome job keeping everyone viewing this game. Had a few people wanting some shout outs on the stream. Just want to say shout out Susan Harper, putting in work while watching Ultimate, having a workout while she watches this live. Awesome stuff. And shout out to her trainer, Liam Haberfield. Got Katikati pulling again. Nice inside out pull here to Eggs.
Got Hutchison with the disc.
Good match defense downfield from the Katikati boys.
There's pressure on everything. And a layout block from 18, Daniel Nicholson.
The pressure from this Katikati defense is outstanding. That Auckland Grammar is moving the disc. However, it's difficult every time, building that pressure, making these 90% throws, 80% throws, just building that pressure every time. Let's see if Katikati can break here.
These teams have been playing their top 5, top 4 players for the last 4 points, and they're looking a bit tired out there.
Finally, it's really good to see some upward movement from the handlers at Katikati. Oh, what a great poach block.
Great D.
I was talking to the Katikati coach yesterday, Peter, and there was a lot of backwards movement from their handlers, the players who have the disc more frequently. And it's good to see that their boys are starting to attack upfield more, rather than settling for backwards throws, losing those meters, and not getting into those power positions with the disc. I think you're right, Jack. A bit of fatigue starting to set in the fifth point of the game here.
Oh, my God.
Big bit.
Wow.
Wow, what
Picked
a
up by
sequence.
Hutchison.
Get there, son.
Wow.
Wow.
Great play. Lovely bid by the Katikati player, but picked up by Hutchison and sent deep. What a throw.
Let's watch the sequence back here again. Huge layout block here. And picked up and just sent by the Auckland Grammar boys. Wide open receiver streaking deep.
That's number 17, Davidson.
Look, Jack, mate, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And at that time, they were both.
Very even first part of this game.
So in the power pools, the second part of yesterday's tournament, to seed these finals, these boys actually played each other the last game of yesterday. And I believe that Katikati went out to an early lead of about 8-5, and it ended with Auckland Grammar taking it 13-10.
Oh.
So maybe the mental edge here to Auckland Grammar. I think that Katikati will be stoked at how they've come out to start this game. Break opportunity here for Auckland Grammar. Good disc movement. Hutchinson with the disc.
Seems like Hutchinson's their central handler.
Oh, bit of a spin move there.
Spin move.
I like to see that.
Nice cut from the downfield. Ooh.
And a wobbly throw out the hands there. Katikati getting the turnover. Deep cut emerging there from Sean Means to pull under now. He's very deep.
Sean with a disc here. Looking around to Luke. Number 16, Eli in space. A run through block by Grammer. Big pressure from the downfield defence from Katikati. Seems like the stack is stagnating a little bit.
I'd love to see these boys start to drive up line a bit more. Can't quite get that bobble after that pass. See what the Katikati boys can do here where they've got some structure to run through here. A poach in the lane there by the Auckland Grammar player. A poach, unlike traditional match defence where you're tight to the man, they will sag off there to try stop throwing lanes, just like they did there. Can be really useful at stop and flow, which these Katikati boys are great with. And a low shot turned over.
I think that's the first deep look from Katikati this game.
Surprising considering that is their play of choice, the deep shot.
Sorry, second. Second, they had that lovely roll cut from Edson.
Indeed. Up here by Grammar kids.
Big shot by Grammer.
Ooh,
Lovely
down for the
take.
score, I think.
Called not in.
Ooh, man.
Edson getting very close to that deep, but lovely work by the Grammer boys.
Good composure on that line there. Huge dab by the young man.
Mr. Fleming. Great shot by Hutchinson. Lovely take by Winwood.
Oh, man, fingertips away. And I believe it's a timeout called by the Katikati school here. Just taking that moment to regroup. They're down a few scores, been broken a few times, just want to regain that composure. Timeout rules for this tournament is 2 per team. You can use them in any half, and you can use them after cap. Believe it or not, you can't take the timeouts home with you, so you might as well use them now, you know? So, Jack, other than these two teams and our other semi-finalists, who surprised you here this weekend with their play?
I've been really impressed by the Westlake boys that were they in the pool of death?
They were indeed in the pool of death with Hillcrest and Katikati.
Yeah, and they put in that hard work yesterday and worked their way all the way up into the semis that's going on right now.
Indeed, they battled through a tough game with Hillcrest College, their first time at this tournament, coached by the man himself, Ian McLaurin. Incredible showing from their team. Unfortunately, just getting stuck in that pool of death and sliding down to third place in the pool, knocking them out of contention. But that Westlake team, they were down early against this Katikati team and have just clawed their way back ever since. I'll try to get some score updates for the people watching at home on some of the semi-finals. We have Hutt Valley High School playing those Westlake boys now, and I believe we have an Epsom semi in our women's division. We'll also be bringing you Hutt Valley High girls against Selwyn College after this game. Thank you for the shout-out, Ryan Sheridan, being the best commentator I know, telling me I'm doing a good job. So appreciate it, mate. Let's see what these Katikati boys have drawn out of their timeout, whether they go to a set play of sorts or whether that was just a moment to compose themselves.
Ball coming up from Woodward. High lofty pool. Caught by Sean.
Oh, side stat coming out from the Katikati boys.
Looking for some quick movement.
No one's moved out of it yet, though, Jack.
Maybe a handler isolation.
Oh, the two-man dominator.
And it works
Well
perfectly.
done.
Well played.
Scored by Eli Bryden there. Good work from the young man.
They had Luke and Sean isolated in that handler position. Just working between the two of them.
The cheeky lefty too.
Lovely continuation cut from Eli.
In this weather, you'd love to see that dominator movement where there's just two players in endless amount of space. You can just throw it there, let it hang up and get your receiver to go get it.
The Katikati boys coming down on defence.
Ball coming out from Eton here. Coming in hot. That might be too far.
Too many wheat bix, mate.
How many do you think you can do, Jack?
Oh, I think Ayrton's probably a 6 or 7 sort of dude. What do you reckon?
Must have had 8 this morning then because that was out the back.
Oh, yeah.
Good initiating movement off the stat from Graham. High disc. Well pulled in.
Lovely take. Back to Fleming.
That was Davidson on the higher up there. Said his name a few times.
Ooh, big pressure from Eli on Hutchinson.
Kramer has worked it all the way into the red zone here. Let's see if they can punch it in. Good swing. Oh, great block there.
Way to keep running through. Saw the play happening.
Katikati looking to get the scoreline back to evens.
Looks like another handler dominator.
Someone's coming under now.
There we go. Oh, a layout block from Hayes.
Look, boys, I've said it again once and I'll say it again. Sometimes it is better to be lucky than good. Great lefty forehand to the around side there from Nicholson. And another break round. Oh, here we go, son. Go get it.
That's a beautiful shot.
That is a break. Luke Spur bringing it down, and we are all even at 4s.
Katikati coming back. Lovely play. Nice around. Beautiful throw. Out into space. Lovely layout block by Hayes there.
You want to call it a block, would you, Jack? You call it a completion, mate.
True. Lovely assist. These Katikati boys are going to get fired up here. Let's see if Grammar can keep the composure.
They're rolling on a 2-0 run now, Jack. Let's see if they can make it through. About halfway through this game now. Half will be taken at 8 points, just so we get the switch of who received the pull.
Lovely pull.
Great pull. Ooh, I don't know, that might have been going out, Jack.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe we're too early on our call of great pull. Lots of pressure on the match defence.
Swung back to the middle here. Katikati right on the doorstep here. Let's see what they got planned here.
There with a chance for another break.
And there it is.
There it is. Katikati boys coming back. Will Grammar be able to respond to this pressure that the boys are putting out?
Now, for anyone that watched Katikati last year on the live stream, there's a few familiar faces. There's the Nicholson twins, the boys with the white and the blue hats on screen now, one of them. You got Luke Spur, number 9, and Eaton, number 6. They're doing the grunt work for this team right now. And that was seen last year as a lot of those boys have been selected to the under-20s. And you can see the influence that Ryan Sheridan's had on them from some of the camps that he has held down in Wellington during COVID. He has taught them these dominator moves and how to just hit that break side. Because you know what? Break space is always open space. These 4 Katikati boys staying on again. They are working hard out there. Definite offsides on the pool, but that's neither here nor there in this.
Again, lots of pressure on the Katikati boys. Big shot going up.
Man.
This pressure is unrelenting from Katikati.
It almost looks like the Grammar boys aren't quite dialed in yet. They maybe thought that they had a walkover here, considering that they came back quite easily against these Katikati boys.
Looks like they're setting up for another handler ISO.
What does he have on that disc, mate? He's wiping that like anything.
Too much water.
High shot up, nice, reeled in. One of the Nicholson boys up line again. And a shot goes up.
Lovely cut by Luke.
Good dump there. Grammar boys need to get tight here. High shot up. Man.
What a shot. Lovely space.
That was good D from the Auckland Grammar. They were pressuring them in that corner space there, but way to get out, just lofting that over the stack, over the top of their heads to the break space.
Six forward to Katikati. Let's see if Grammar can respond. I believe they've gone on a 4-break run. Yeah.
Indeed. We've got some big players on for Auckland Grammar now. They know this is the point they have to hold. They've got the likes of Hayes, the Craddock brothers on there. Looking to play that boring ultimate and just punching like they were at the beginning of the game. Now you see there, that is another rule in schools ultimate which has been adapted, encouraging kids to catch the pull. You might have watched the 2021 Nationals where in the finals Liam Haberfield dropped the pull. That would have been a turnover. However, in schools Nationals this is not. It is encouraging to catch the pull, and if you drop it, it's just a play on.
Foul called there on the mark by the offensive player.
Good undercut there by, I believe, Craddock. unable to hit his hands, unfortunately. And a deep shot here. And a greatest. I'm not sure if that was legally in, but grammar kids are probably going to say it is.
Nice D.
Yeah,
Presence of mind, just in case it wasn't.
and
Lovely
a great
pressure.
block.
Wow, what a run through.
Can you explain to me what he's trying to do on screen here, Jack?
He's trying to. So if you can jump from in and throw it, jump from in, catch it while it's in the air, and throw it back into the field of play, and it's caught by your own player, it is still counted as in, and would be a point if it was caught in the end zone.
Also known as the greatest. Auckland Grammar going to get the disc back again. Number 13 picking up. That's Fleming. See what he can do here. Good undercut coming from the stack.
Looks like these grammar players need to start extending their cuts just a little bit more than they are already.
I'd agree with you. They're very one-dimensional almost, Jack. They'll go deep, won't get it, and then jog back, and they need to finish their cuts, and that's OB by Auckland Grammar.
Minutes into this game, and these top 4 players are looking a bit tired, I guess.
Oh, good cut-up line there by Nicholson. Cheeky lefty inside. No, son, that's not a point.
I like the confidence from him.
Mate, I'm sorry, but that was... I know a travel call when I see one, being the most called traveller in New Zealand Ultimate.
You and Ryan Sheridan.
Good hammer fake there. Crossfield.
That's a beautiful shot. Oh, hold on. They're talking about if it's in. And they've called it in. Oh, no, they haven't called it out.
So with Ultimate, your first established point of contact after you've catched the disc is where you are deemed in. So as the line is not in, also known as out, he had potentially a toe on the line, implying that he was out of the zone. What you saw earlier was one of the Katikati boys trying to jump it in. So if he caught the disc after he jumped, his first point of contact would have been in the zone, meaning that would have been in goal. However, he caught it, then jumped, meaning that his first point of established contact was outside of the zone.
Just discussing what's going on between the players. Warren getting involved just for a bit of sideline witness. It's hard to see from the replay.
Man,
Yeah.
we can't tell in slow motion, so how will these boys tell in regular speed without a replay? You got both coaches on the field here. Ultimate being a self-refereed sport where there's no referees, we rely heavily on something called spirit of the game. That consists of a number of things, mainly honesty and integrity, believing that the calls are being made as they are seen through the person to not benefit another person's team.
Looks like it's been called ruled not in, and so everyone has to go back to where they were when the throw was thrown. And we'll play from there.
Eli Bryden with the disc, dump back.
To Luke, number 9. Cut from Daniel. Lovely inside shot. Nice replay.
And I think we might have a 5-0 run here from the Katikati boys. Who saw this coming?
Hopefully them. 1 point away from half for Katikati.
You can see that these boys look a little gassed, subbing on a few more of the boys we haven't said their names off today. The Nicholson twins still out there. In fact, no, we've still got those 4 boys churning through the points. You love to see it.
Words from both coaches. Both coaches walking off the field now.
Now, Auckland Grammar have a proud history at this tournament. I believe out of the 8 nationals that have been played, they've won 7 of them. Nope, sorry. Out of 7, they've won 6.
Big shot goes up.
Oh.
Woodward with the space.
Huge
and a
rip.
lovely rip. Number 4, Woodward.
So the Grammar boys needed a hold and get back out on defence. I think if I was them here, I'd almost look to play a zone, put a few more people around the disc, stop that disc movement. Big ups from the young man here.
Woodward's been a great deep threat for Grammar this game. He's come down with just about everything, despite the pressure from the Katikati boys.
I did talk to Hayes earlier in this tournament, asking him how his team was stacking up 2 previous years with powerhouses like Andrew Fitzpatrick, Cochrane, Nick Whitlock rolling through this team. And he said he was confident in his team. However, the one thing he said that they were lacking was height. Not on that point, however, but looking at the height ratios from one line to another, you can definitely see the Katikati boys have a slight height advantage, and it's been playing into their favour.
Nice floaty pull from the Grammar boys.
Katikati looking to take half here. They've gone out in that same side stack where the majority of the receivers are on one side of the field. Great defense here by the Grammar. The receivers are very deep, but there's a good undercut developing here. Looked off, and a deep shot coming. That's low. Let's see if Grammar can get rolling here, Jack.
Fleming to Hutchinson. Another deep shot from Hutchinson.
Get there, son.
Looking for Woodward again, and he's ripped it down.
Here we go. Grammar coming back now.
They say ultimate's a game of runs, Riley.
Indeed, mate. Ebbs and flows, Jackie boy, ebbs and flows. Looking at the Katikati line here, a lot of the boys hands on hips, hunched over. They'll be wanting to get to halftime and get some fluids in them. Now, traditional sports will have a halftime at essentially what is called halftime of the game. However, here we'll take it at 8, so regardless of when that 8th point is scored from either team, we'll take that halftime break. Well into this game, nearly 40 minutes elapsed, about 11 and a half to go. I say we just played a 15, Jack.
Yeah, I agree. This is a great game. So much pressure from both sides.
Katikati stack is very deep. It has been working for them, but the Grammar boys look like they have keyed into it.
A hammer gone.
And a block by the Grammar boys on the line here.
Lovely D by Hayes. Looking for his reset to Fleming.
It was too high. It was too low for him. That's why he's been taking everything above his head. But Tight window there for the Crown boys to throw into. Let's see if they can get another block here. That pressure was great on the line there. Another hammer.
Hammer goes up. Big shot going to Luke.
Bobbled again.
Out of the hands.
Some butter popcorn was had this morning by a few players by the looks of it. Probably that Jew not giving them any help either.
Looks like there's been a call on the field. Looking for some hand signals from the boys to see what's happened. There's a lot of pointing going on. Looks like it's been resolved. No call. Disc is in.
Grammer looking to grind this disc all the way back to the other end of the field. Good undercut there.
Nice cut from Hutchinson. Just out of the reach.
Swung back into the middle here. Good
Nice
take, good
take.
slide and grab. Love to see a good knee slide.
Shot gone up. The twin connection.
And we are here at halftime.
That's half with 9 minutes to go.
I'm going to hop out of the commentary box, try and find some score updates for the folks at home. We will see you after halftime. We have a score update from the first boys semi-final. On the other fields, we have Hutt Valley boys up 9 to Westlake 6.
Another big shot. Layout grab.
Huge bid.
What a grab. What a shot.
Mr. Woodward is not dropping that one this time. Great pool play run out there. Is that a dump truck?
I think so.
No.
Let's watch it back. No, it's not. It's just straight from the stack. What a shot.
Great shape to that disc. Beautiful extension on that from Woodward. See what defence Mr. Buckingham's drawn up here. As I was saying earlier before that huge bid, Hutt Valley High School up 9-6 against Westlake. Not too much more time to go until cap. I have been reminded the only team to actually beat Auckland Grammar so far in this tournament ever is Hutt Valley High School, led by the mighty Tom Curtis and Nick Bilby. Katikati looking to be the only other team on the ledger to beat Auckland Grammar here. And a second score update coming through from the girls semi-final. We have Epsom A up 7-4 on Epsom B.
Lots of pressure by the Ags boys.
Good swing in the middle of the field here. I like the energy coming out here in the second half, Jack.
Me too.
Good under here by, I believe that's Eli Bryden. No, I have that completely wrong. That's Luke Spur. Huge block here by Grammer.
Nice deep by Grammer.
This is going to come down to the wire, Jack. I'm feeling it.
It is. It's very close. We've got 3 minutes left. Katikati up by 1.
And deep here, son.
Nice cut.
Grammer's first cuts are looking fantastic. Just the continuation through there is coming a little bit too late or not coming even at all.
Looking for that deep shot, trying to get it off. Undercut by Woodward.
And this kid does not stop working.
Swing to Fleming by Hutchinson. Woodward going.
He's gone.
Big shot by Hutchinson.
Get up, son.
Nice D by Katikati.
Now, I believe there's a foul call.
Foul call.
So, what's happening here?
I think a contested foul. If a foul occurs and
the two players can't come to a mutual agreement of what happened, it is what we call a contest. A contested call almost always goes back to the last uncontested point, which is normally who's through it. And it's up again.
Another deep shot.
They're going to have
Hutchinson.
a mulligan.
Oh, what a
huge block.
That is a big block.
The Nicholson brothers are putting in work today, Jack. They woke up feeling good.
Absolute workhorses on D, taking all the big matchups.
That is massive. I don't have great knees, but my knee is already hurting from just watching that, Jack. Swung to the middle here. Let's see what pressure the Grammar boys can put on. I'd like to see them potentially stopping their unders a little bit more, getting in between the disc and their player and making them throw that deep shot.
Oh, sniff by Hayes.
You can hear Warren all the way up here. Get on your man, boys. Stick tight. And there it is. The turn comes. A minute till cap. Let's see what Grammar can do here. Stack is very stagnant. Cut's developing now. Go to, son.
He was looking for a grace as well. Bit too far out, bit too much sauce on that throw.
You might have been able to hear that horn go. Tyler Hogg a bit early on the trigger, but you know what? We'll take his word for it. You can see in the background there the Hutt Valley High
Oh,
girls.
nice D. Poaching in the lane. Timeout called.
Timeout called. Indeed, Jack, you cannot take those home with you. Let's take one now.
30 seconds left.
What do you think Warren's going to drop here for his boys, Jack? What would you be doing in this moment here?
I would not be surprised if he drew up a deep play. Deep shot from Hutchinson to Woodward. Another. Or he would just get them to work it in. Boring ultimate, as he likes to call it. I think the Katikati boys will be will just be resting and talking about how much pressure they can put on their man when they come out. Do you want to give us an explanation of how the time cap works, Riley?
So what is up on your screen, first to 9 points, we will actually decide the cap after this point. So if Auckland Grammar score this point here, we will be playing game to 9 because we have the highest score, both of them being 8. 8 is the highest score, we will play till 9. If Katikati score this point, they have not won the game yet, we will add a point to their score, so we'll then be playing to 10. Awesome to see this level of competitiveness in the series. Coming down to the wire here, it's moments like these where you separate the boys from the men, you know?
I've been really impressed by the defense from both teams that they've been playing against each other. Really hard match. Fighting for every single under. And putting a lot of pressure on the deep shots as well.
Indeed. The match defense, also known as person-to-person, meaning you're sticking tight to your player, going with them as they go. Quite often in this tournament we've seen quite a bit of zone from some teams, even though there hasn't been wind. Zonal marking, exactly what it sounds like. You're marking a zone on the field, not as such a player. So as we come out of the timeout here, what's going to happen is the person who called the timeout, I believe it was...
Grammar.
Yeah, one of the boys on Grammar, whoever called the timeout will start with the disc. The offense will be allowed to set up, and then the defense gets to set up from there. They will initiate play with a tap-in, and we'll go from there.
Woodward with the timeout call.
Let's see where we go from here.
Looking to reset to Fleming.
That is not what they would have drawn up out of the timeout. Let's see what the Katikati boys can do.
Good bid from Fleming. Eaton walking up to pick up the disc.
I'd like to see a pre-stall started here, mate. We're in December by the time he picks this disc up, I reckon. There we are. Moved upfield.
Nice under by Luke.
Upline slash, not thrown. Good D. There's another upline.
Katikati boys break.
We are playing to 10, ladies and gentlemen. As you can hear from the sidelines, up the K. Up the Katikati is what they are going to be saying if they win this game, Jack. Great blading shot there. Toes and bounds, 1-2. There you go.
Nice work by Sean. Lovely throw by Luke.
Grammar will have to score 3 back-to-back-to-back to win this game. as they hope to not relinquish the title they won last year. Katikati boys on the brink.
Offside, but lovely chase down by the Katikati boys. We're going to put that pressure on early. Hutchison and Fleming working together. Cool. Nice take by Woodward.
Go, son. Get on your horse. Oh,
And under. Nice reset.
there was a slip in the downfield of one of the Katikati boys. I would have loved to see
Looking
that.
deep. Woodward.
Eat that up, son.
What a D.
Oh, I can't wait to see the camera angle on that one.
It's undercut.
The legs of these Katikati boys is insane. I just don't think I've seen any of the Nicholson boys, Spur or Eton, take a sub.
It stacks quite deep again, which has worked out for them in the past. It's undercut. Ooh.
And as a thrower, you can only throw it to their hands. You can't catch a two for them. It's unfortunate there for the Katikati boys.
Grammar in with a chance here for a hold. Hammer over the
across.
top. What a
Really
take.
good.
What a take.
Have yourself a game, Mr. Woodward. Like, I don't know what happens at the end of this game, but Mr. Woodward can be proud of how he's played. Great take there.
Number one, Hutchison has been throwing a lot of these big up shots and hammers. They've been beautiful to watch.
Now, traditionally, that throw that you just saw there, the one that starts at the player's head and fades upside down, that is what we are calling a hammer. Slightly harder to control if there's wind especially than your traditional backhand and forehand throws, which you've been seeing most of this game. Grammar going to need 2 breaks to win it here. I don't believe it, Jack. They've subbed. Did I see that right? Nope, they're on.
No. You think the boys...
I thought the boys had subbed, but I was going to say, you cannot do this.
The brother's been subbed.
If Auckland Grammar were to break here, we'd be at 9-all, and then we'd be on what we call universe point. The whole universe of this game lying on that point. Let's see if Grammar can get it there.
Huge pull by Grammar.
Just into the middle here for Nicholson. And get this, son.
Luke
Huge
takes it.
grab.
What a grab. Way to follow that play.
Yeah, I'd call a trap on that.
What wouldn't you call a table on that?
Stack deep once again, and these unders coming from the Katikati boys.
Let's go, Luke. Eason with a disc.
Hammers, big
Hammer's
hammer
gone
up.
up.
Get amongst it.
Lovely
Oh,
read by Luke.
and they have done
And
it.
they've done it. Katikati through to the final.
Well done to the boys from the Big K. They will be in the finals against the winner of Westlake Boys and Hunt Valley. Honestly, a result that will shock a lot of people. Hard fought by Auckland Grammar, but Katikati just too good in that top half.
What a game.
Now, Jack, if this is anything of like what we're going to see for the rest of the day, I am hyped.
I'm very excited. Either Westlake or Hutt Valley High will turn the final into a beautiful game. It will be intense. After the game, the boys will shake hands and talk about how the game went for them and just share the general spirit of the game.
It's awesome to see just the level that these boys are playing at such a young age. These boys are, you might not think it looking at those Nicholson boys. They could still drive, but the level that they're playing at, absolutely huge. Who'd your man of the match go do in that one, Jack?
Ooh, I think I'd give it to Woodward. I think he just put in so much
In a
work.
losing effort, really? You've got to give the man of the match to the winning team. Although Woodward did have a bigger impact because all those 4 Katikati boys were putting in work.
Yeah, I think if I was to give it to someone in Katikati, it'd have to be Luke. Perfect, guys. Right, we'll see you in the next game. Hutt Valley High girls versus Selwyn College girls.
Crikey.